time we're going to be dealing with Baku. So unlike some of the other street tracks, it's a city track that has relatively short corners, especially you could see between the 3 to 12 series where there are a lot of tight turns, and when you combine them with the wall, it can be a challenge to maximize the car's pace through these turns. So hopefully for my practice, I can do that with very few mistakes. The damage currently is on low, so we have a lot of wiggle room to get around these, but as you know, what happens. Some of the big danger zones would be between 21 or turn 20 and 1, since we have a long straight with a big DRS zone, and then 2 and 3, since same thing, long straight, big DRS zone. If we're careful and try and get the inside, we can try and block our way there, or possibly get some passes, but not too sure yet. So my general strategy for this is going to be to try and get as much places as possible in turn 1 to 3, basically, and then try and use the walls or tight space to our advantage to keep our position throughout the rest of the track. So hopefully it works out like that, and I could get close to podium, or at least podium, since we want another podium. That's, well, hopefully first, but so yeah, I wish me the best. This is me after the Baku race. So we managed to score fourth, luckily. A little worse from last time, but still pretty good. And with those points, we managed to move fourth up the championship. Kind of fifth because we're tied with Joy, but regardless, we still moved up to almost podium. So the difference, so we have 65. The leader, Dwayne, is 90. So we still have some ground to cover, but it's looking a little better. So in terms of the car performance, I think the battery played a really big part in improving our pace, especially in straight line speed. When we were defending, the battery came up pretty big there, like at the end of Baku. I think with Baku, I should have tried to avoid the walls a little better, and it could have got me a better pace and a better placement. But it was not bad for what it was, and hoping to we're hoping to do better, or at least the same for Silverstone, which is the next one. So another small addition I'm going to add is that there's going to be a small rubber banding effect to the racing now. So this will make them more close and it'll slow them down so they don't get like 20, 40 seconds ahead of me. But at the same time, it'll boost up the people behind me, so it maintains to be a pretty close race as long as I could drive properly. So we'll see that in Silverstone next time. The goal is still first, and we got really close to it. I think the big thing is I don't want this lead of Dwayne to keep increasing, since that could kind of kick us out of the run-in. But yeah, we'll see for Silverstone next time. Also, this may be a little late, but yeah, I had stuff going on, so hopefully this makes up for it. I'll try and push more out later on during the week, and yeah, thanks for watching.